Coaches and consultants, here's the truth about why you're undercharging and what it's actually costing you. Let's talk about something I see all the time in my industry, and that's undercharging. If you're a coach or consultant and you suspect you're undercharging, you probably are. And while it might feel like you're playing it safe, undercharging is actually the most expensive decision you're making right now in your business. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, top business strategist for established coaches and consultants who want to scale to the high six and even multi-seven figures with ultra high-end offers. And one of the first things I help my clients do is restructure their business model and make their programs truly transformational. With this change, we're able to significantly raise their prices, often by 2x, 4x, even up to 10x. Because their current pricing is keeping them stuck. So today, let's have an honest conversation about what undercharging really costs you and what you need to do instead. Number one, undercharging creates resentment. You pour your heart into serving your clients. You're generous, you over-deliver. But when the value you provide is widely disproportionate to what you're getting paid, there's frustration that starts to build. You might smile on the calls, but behind the scenes you're thinking, I can't believe I'm doing this much for this little. Here's what I want you to know. It's not your client's fault. You train them to expect this, and only you can reset the standard. Raising your prices isn't about punishing anyone. It's about realigning that energy exchange. You give a ton of value and you're being compensated in alignment with the value you bring. When you do this, the right clients will stay and they'll gladly pay more. And you'll also attract other clients who really see your value and are already ready to pay you top dollar for your time. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you know when each new video drops. Number two, undercharging burns you out. Look, if you're exhausted, working too many hours and still not hitting your goals, your pricing is likely one of the core problems. It's not always about finding more clients at the same rate. It's about building a model that allows you to earn more while getting your time back. I had a client, a brilliant coach, stuck in the low six figures who came to me on the verge of burning out. Within 2 months of raising her rates and repositioning her offers, she generated more than $300,000. And that's more than her entire previous year combined. And because we had new pricing and a new model that allowed her to scale, she was able to grow to 7 figures for the first time ever that year. She didn't hustle harder, she changed the game. You can't scale from a place of depletion. You have to raise your prices to reclaim your time and energy and grow. If you want to read her powerful case study, be sure to click the link in the comments below. Number three, undercharging keeps your revenue flatlined. Here's the pattern I see all the time. Established coaches and consultants are doing great work, but year after year, their revenue stays the same. Maybe you fluctuate by 50,000, but you're still like hovering in that same income range, and you're not stuck because of skill. You're stuck because your pricing no longer reflects your value. One of my clients, a former C-suite executive turned executive coach, was charging the same rate as a new coach with only like 2 years of experience. He just didn't know that the market was paying double, even triple for people like him. Well, when we raised his rates to $50K per engagement, everything shifted fast. Because sometimes the difference between stagnation and growth comes down to pricing. Number four, yet another issue with undercharging is there's no room for growth. You might be fully booked right now. Clients love you and there's referrals rolling in, but you're at capacity and you're still not where you want to be financially. That's not success, that's a ceiling. You can't take on more and you're barely keeping up with what you have. One of my clients came to me making around $700K a year, but he couldn't take on a single new client, even if they said, hey, I'm gonna pay you 6 figures today. Why? Because his calendar was jam-packed with clients paying less than they should. So we raised his prices, cut his workload down significantly, and built a team which gave him his time back, all without dropping his revenue. Now, what did that do? That created the space he needed to be able to take on more clients, and he used our marketing strategies to start closing more six-figure deals. Being booked out yet underpaid is not the goal. Working with clients who see your value, pay you well for your expertise, while having greater control of your time, that's the goal. Number five, undercharging attracts the wrong clients. Pricing has a ripple effect on client quality. When you price low, you attract clients who treat your work as a commodity. They hesitate, they ghost, they don't do the work. And that's not who you want to work with. The high-end pricing attracts high-end clients. People who take their investments seriously, people who implement, people who respect your time and your process. I had a client who was charging a few $1,000s a year for executive coaching, and she was frustrated with clients. We took that same program and turned it into a 40K offer, and better, more aligned clients enrolled. They executed and referred others to her. We then built a multi-six-figure offer to sell leadership development to organizations, and she ended up closing a deal for $360,000. Why? Because they saw her value and were willing to pay for her time. Here's the bottom line. Undercharging is costing you more than just money. It's draining your energy, it's keeping you in a cycle of overworking and under-earning, and it's preventing your business from growing. Raising your prices isn't just a revenue strategy, it's a growth strategy, and the sooner you do it, the sooner everything changes. If you want to explore what it looks like to build out ultra high-end offers that reflect your expertise and deliver real transformational value, be sure to check out the links below. And if you found this video valuable, please hit that share button so more entrepreneurs can hear this message. Until next time.